welcome to the Northern Counties East League podcast. I'm Richard Watts. I'm now joined by League General Manager Matt Jones.
So, hello everybody again, welcome to the Northern Counties East League podcast. It's been a really busy week of cup action over the past week. We had 17 teams taking part in the FA Vars over the weekend. Bit of a mixed bag. 8 teams went through with 9 being knocked out. We've already got Hallam and Silsden who are exempt until not the following round, but the one after that, the second round proper, which will be played in November. So at the moment, we've got 10 teams left in the competition overall. Pick of the results from the weekends: Beverley Town, who beat fellow Northern Counties East League Premier Division side Winterton Rangers 5-0. Harrogate Railway Athletic, who knocked out 4-time winners of the competition, Whitley Bay, on penalties. And Yorkshire Amateur, who currently rock bottom of our Division 1, been on a really poor run of results in the league, but they went through after an excellent 3-1 win against Newcastle Benfield. The draw has been made for the first round proper, and those games will be played on the weekend of the 19th of October. And I think from the Northern Counties East League point of view, the pick of the ties sees Division 1 promotion chasers Wombwell Town, who've been drawn at home to play Premier Division side Handsworth. That promises to be a cracking cup tie. We now know 14 of our 16 remaining teams for the JCP Construction Northern Counties East League Cup. There's still 2 ties to be played. Of those 14 sides, we've got 11 left from the Premier Division and just 3 from Division 1. The 3 sides through so far: Horbury Town, Selby Town and Worsbridge Bridge Athletic. Potentially there's one more, as Yorkshire Amateur have still got to play their tie. Because of the FA Vars involvement, only 10 league fixtures were played over the weekend. The pick of the bunch, an outstanding result for Barton Town, who picked up a much-needed 3 points with a 1-0 win against high-flying Silsden. And scorer of that goal, Elliot Broughton. Elliot's been around for a number of years now. I actually signed Elliot as a 16-year-old when I was at Louth, and I can't believe he's still banging in goals at step 5. He must be about 100. Now, I didn't say that. He's been around a lot of years at this level. An absolute pleasure to work with. Really nice lad. I'm pleased Elliot's still doing it in the Northern Counties East League. After a slow start, Rossington Main are up to 6th after beating Pickering Town 4-1. While Thackley's strong start to the season continued, they moved up to 2nd in the table after a 2-1 win against much-fancied Hallam. In Division 1, Horbury Town are now the new leaders, and they picked up a 3-1 away win at Louth Town. Again, busy midweek ahead this week. It will have been played most of the game by the time the podcast goes out, and a full round of league fixtures on Saturday to look forward to.
Welcome to Seasons Past with Libby Edwards. In this episode, I'm looking back to the 2002-2003 season. The Premier Division contained the 18 teams from the previous season, plus promoted Bridlington Town and Ossett Albion, who were relegated from the Northern Premier League. The league was won by Bridlington Town, who won 29 and drew 5 of their 38 games, finishing with 92 points. A 7-0 home win against Borough Wash Victoria was their biggest win. They also won 5-0 at home to Garforth and Armthorpe Welfare. For the second successive season, Brigg Town finished second. They won 22 and drew 6, finishing on 72 points. In third place were Goole, who finished on 71 points. Garforth Town finished bottom. Second bottom were Borough Wash Victoria, and third bottom Armthorpe Welfare. Newcomers to Division 1 were Long Eaton United and Shirebrook Town, who were both promoted from the Central Midlands. The league was won by Mickleover Sports. They finished on 75 points, with 24 wins and 3 draws. Runners-up were Shirebrook Town. They won 21 and drew 5, finishing on 68 points. In third place were Long Eaton United, who finished on 58 points. In the 17-team First Division, Staveley Miners Welfare finished bottom. Hatfield Main resigned from the league and Louth United folded. Biggest home win of the season was Bridlington Town's 7-0 win against Borough Wash Victoria. Biggest away wins were both 6-0. Harrogate Railway at Hallam and Buxton at Garforth. The League Cup was won by Osset Albion. In the final played at Brigg they beat Sheffield 3-0. Beaten semi-finalists were Shirebrook Town and Bridlington Town. The President's Cup was won by Harrogate Railway, who defeated Bridlington Town 7-2 on aggregate. In the FA Cup, Harrogate Railway had a great run, making it to the second round proper. They beat Whitley Bay, Eschwinning, Chester Lee Street, Workington and Slough Town. In the second round tie they lost 3-1 at home to Bristol City. Brigg Town were again the stars in the FA Vase. They went all the way to the final, which was played at West Ham United. They won the competition, beating Sudbury 2-1 in that final. Bridlington Town made it to the sixth round, where they lost 2-1 at Brigg. Pickering Town made the fourth round in what was a very good competition for the league.
Next up, NCEL Talk. I'll hand straight over to host Aaron Walton.
Hello, everyone. So tonight we've got Bob, myself, Aaron, and we've got Richard again, the voice of Bartlett FM. So Richard's nearly twice nightly Richard Whiteley. So evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. Good evening.
Evening.
How are we? So what we're going to do, usual format, gentlemen, we'll go through what happened last week. It was a busy weekend, and it was also it's been a busy week as well for games. So if we have a look at the FA Vase, so we'll have a look at who was the Friday night game, Bob?
Albion and Tadcaster.
That was, yeah, and it finished all square, didn't it?
1-1, and it went to penalties, and Albion won 5-4 on penalties.
So Albion through to the next round. We'll have a look at who the teams have got in a little bit later. So that was Friday night. Saturday in the Vase, Abbey Hay beat Penistone 4-2. So they must be a decent team. Abbey Hay to beat Penistone, our top of the team at the moment. Ashton Town beat Armthorpe 1-0. So Armthorpe gave them a game.
But that was a bit strange. Just gone to Armthorpe the night before. They parted with the manager, Greg Beswick, didn't they?
Oh,
and
right.
Assistant Josh Schofield, which I thought was a strange decision because about 8th in the league, and on a night just before the match and the Vase, but
yeah,
it is what it is. That's quite sad, really.
Yeah, it is, but you always come out with the sad news, Bob. Yeah,
well, Josh was goal for many years, Josh Schofield.
Yeah,
and Greg was with us for about 6 months as well last year.
Right, yeah. So they might be going somewhere else, Bob.
Might be. Never know.
Never know, do you? Yeah. So we had an all NCEL game like we did on Friday night with Beverley Town and Winterton Range as well. Beverley Town are certainly finding their bootstraps now, aren't they? Winning 5-0 at the Norwood. So that was a real good performance by Beverley Town, wasn't it?
It was,
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Campion had a good win at home, 2-0 against North East opponents in Billingham Synthonia. So well done, Campion. I can never say this right. Is it Colne or Clone or what would you say?
Colne?
Yeah. Colne or something like that. You got from Lancashire, so it might be Colne. They beat Knaresborough 2-1, so they must be a decent team. Darwin beat Maltby 3-1. Frickley, very unlucky against Sandbach United, won it 2-2 at full time, and they lost 5-4 on penalties. So I've looked to Frickley. And Goal, now it's over to you, Bob. Goal. I know what you're going to say. We played really well the first half, second half. Well, I don't know what happened. Would that be correct?
Well, you're not far off. You're not far off. I mean, New Mills went in front. We equalised. And then they got in front again, made it 3-1, and we actually played quite well. Their keeper was very good. Maybe could have got a draw and gone to penalties, but that's football. But we showed a bit more spirit than we did in some previous games. And but unfortunately, this is where the FA has finished for us. And
Yeah,
as you say, if we'd have got through, we'd have been away to
Yorkshire Amateurs.
Yorkshire. Yeah, which that would have been a good clash.
I think if games were just 45 minutes long, goal would be sort of mid-table with the performances because well, when they played us, I mean, and Richard will back me up here. When they played Bart, you don't look like a bottom of the league team. I mean,
No,
you
they didn't.
look really good.
Yeah.
Never give up. Lots of endeavour, lots of hard work, and that's what they need. I think.
It is, yeah, it is,
So,
yes, definitely. But
so
we hope for the best as we go along.
definitely. So that was goal. Um, Now here's one of the big ones for me. Harrogate Railway with a superb win against Whitley Bay. 2-2, 4-3 on penalties.
Yeah.
What a great win. Didn't we say this last week? People might correct us if we're wrong. Didn't we fancy Harrogate Railway?
Well, yeah, yes, I think you actually said it, Aaron, didn't you?
Did I? I can't remember. Yeah,
Yes,
I
I
did,
think
I,
you
did, I
did.
did fancy him. So well done, Harrogate Rail.
I'm just noticing, looking at that Whitley Bay got 2 goals after the 90th minute to equalise. Harrogate were
Oh,
2-0 up going
yeah,
into stoppage time.
yeah. Oh, so they've done well to win on penalties, then, haven't they? Because
Yeah, yeah,
they've been real down with that. So well done, Harrogate Rail. Yeah.
yeah,
Selby, they lost to Affordable Football Club Liverpool 3-1. However, what a good crowd, 322 there.
yeah.
Mm.
So good people of Selby went out to watch them. So well done for the crowd, Selby. Hard luck with the result. And now Side's not with us, and Wakefield. What a great win at Barnton. Not Barton, Barnton, 2-1. I didn't fancy Wakefield to beat them, but they have done. They've done really well there. Hopefully, that'll kick the season on, do you think?
Oh, you could, yes, definitely. Yeah.
Really, really good win at Barnton. Woonwell showing their super form by beating Ashton Athletic 3-0. And for me, what has to be the win of the week over our friends over at Brackenedge, Yorkshire Amateurs, putting Newcastle Benfield to the sword 3-1. Well done, Yorkshire Amateurs. What do you reckon, guys, for that?
Yeah, definitely. That's
Great performance, yeah.
yeah. When you've only got, as I know for my team, you've only got 3 points at the bottom of the league.
Yeah,
To beat a team like Newcastle Benfield 3-1 is really good, really good.
yeah, definitely.
That's the result of the day. That one I would have said.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm totally agree with you, Bob. There, yeah. Sunday saw one more game, didn't it? Again, an all NCEL affair. First Division Wasborough playing Handsworth of the Premier, and Handsworth came out 2-0 winners. So Wasborough's cup run comes to an end. So if we have a look at the draw, then, gents, before we get on to the bread and butter stuff of the league. For the first round of the FA Vars, Albion Sport play Borough Rangers. Now, Richard, you might know a bit about Borough Rangers coming from Middlesbrough.
Yeah, Borough Rangers, I think, are leading top of the Northern League at the moment. I think
Yeah, so
it'll be a really tough game, that one for them.
it will, because I mean, Albion don't they don't give up easily. They're a good team. Beverley Town, got a home tie at the Norwood against Abbey Hay, who beat Penistone in the last round. So that looks a tough task for Beverley, but they're starting to pick up a little bit, aren't they? And they've had one or two additions to the squad that look like they're scoring and doing well. So I might have a nod to Beverley there, gents, for that one. Don't know what you guys think.
It'd be a good crowd as well, I reckon.
Oh, it will be. Yeah, the good people of Beverley certainly get behind the team when the tails are up. Northallerton Town versus Campion. Another club from your neck of the woods, Richard. You know a little bit about Northallerton. What do you reckon
Yeah,
to that one?
I know Northallerton very well.
Yeah,
There'll be a tougher test than
Billingham.
Campion had than Billingham Synthonia.
Mm,
They're about halfway up the Northern League.
yeah,
But Campion on form, there won't be much in it. Campion have
uh,
certainly got every chance.
yeah. They're picking up a bit Campion, aren't they? Wakefield. What a tie for Wakefield. North Shields. What a
Mm.
great tie. Can you remember Richard Barton when they had that really good run in the Vars playing at North Shields? And what a great game that was.
It was,
4-3.
yeah.
4-3. Did Barton get it back to 3-3 and then North Shields went up the other end and scored right at the death.
Yeah.
What a great game that was.
They
And we
brought
ran out.
They brought a lot of spectators with them as well, didn't they?
They did. We ran out of beer as well.
Yeah.
So chairman wasn't happy when we ran out of beer. But there you go. So
I mean, they're top 10 in the Northern League as well at the moment.
Oh yeah, so that'll be a tough one for Wakefield, but we'll see how they get on. Wombwell play Handsworth. Really good test for Wombwell, that, because they're really flying at the moment, aren't they, in Division 1? And that'll be a good benchmark to see where they are, really, what they're playing Handsworth of the Prem, because Handsworth are a good team. They're always there or thereabouts, aren't they, Handsworth? So that'll be a good game, guys. And finally, Yorkshire Amateurs play the Conquerors of Goole, New Mills. So can Yorkshire Amateurs do it again?
Never know. You never know, do you?
Never know.
At least they've got home advantage, and so they'll be chance.
I don't think a lot of teams fancy going to Brackenedge on that pitch. So come on, the amateur. Let's see you win. Right. Let's go back to the bread and butter then. Last Friday night. So Friday night is football night. Division 1, South Leeds 2, Shelley 2. Good draw there for the two newcomers. And this is good for me. I like this one. Swallownest 0, not the score. Durning District 4. What a great crowd at the Swall 0. 286. The chairman will be rubbing his hands there, won't he? 286, that's a good crowd, that.
It's Friday night football, as I've said before, though, isn't it? You know,
it seems to be a winner, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
So, we had a good crowd with Barton and Goal. We always want more, don't we? But that was a real good advert, wasn't it? I know we keep going on, but what a great advert for football that was, Barton and Goal.
It was definitely.
You got your money's worth, and you got your excitement as well. Anyway, enough said about that. The better. So Saturday, the Premiership, Barton Town 1, Silsden 0. Richard, what did you think of the game then?
I thought very tight game.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing between the two teams.
Yeah.
And, very few chances, and Barton probably had couple more chances, I think, overall, and took one of them.
Was it Elliot Broughton that scored?
Yeah, good goal. Yeah.
I thought there was a couple of, although on the VAO camera it does look offside, there was a couple of, I wouldn't say dodgy decisions, but iffy.
Nice. Yeah.
Iffy. Yeah, iffy. To be fair, the sun was in one of the officials' eyes. That's all I'll say. But no, it was a tight game. Yeah, it really was. So Eccleshill 1, Parkgate 2. Good win for Parkgate at Eccleshill, that isn't it? So I think Parkgate are beginning to get to sort of know the league again. Golker 4, Bottisford 0. Well, we know what Golker are like, Richard. So that's another good win for Golker. But I think Sam Kelly the goalkeeper sustained a nasty injury for Golker. So we wish him a speedy recovery. I think it was a knee injury he's got. And he's a good keeper, isn't he, Richard? Sam Kelly.
Yeah. But I think the lad who's the number 2's pretty decent as well, isn't he?
I've just got that written down. Harry Stead, sound replacement. I've put Harry Stead. He is a good keeper, is Harry. So all the best to you, Sam. Hope you get well soon. I think your brother will be a bit happy that you're maybe not playing, because you do tend to rollick him somewhat. Bit like the Wardbys at Barton. So, Rossington 4, Pickering 1. Good win for Rossington. Thackley 2, Hallam 1. Ooh. Now that was a good test for Thackley. A yardstick for the form, isn't it, that one, to beat Hallam?
Yeah, good result there.
Yeah, definitely. So if we go to Division 1 then, Dronfield 1, I can never remember the team. It's Club Thorn. I always have Colliery down, and I can never remember what it is. Dear me, my brain. Club Thorn Colliery 0. So that's a good win for Dronfield. Glassouten 2, Brigtown 2. I see Josh Batty on the goal list again for Brig, and I saw, was it Mr. Agnew, the manager, scoring a goal?
Yeah.
The evergreen Brett Agnew. Well done. So 2-2. Ilkley 3, Appleby Frodingham 1. So that was a good win for Ilkley. Appleby Frodingham are finding it difficult, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really finding it difficult. I think they sort of come good. Louth 1, Horbury 3. Good win for Horbury. Difficult place to go. Long journey for them on a Saturday afternoon. So well done to Horbury. And a good win for Nostell, beating the Inform Athersley Rec 4-0. And Mr. Klimchak, another hat-trick. He's scored a few goals, hasn't he, for Nostell?
Certainly has, yeah.
Yeah. So that's Saturday sorted out, gentlemen. Midweek, very busy, as we know, Richard. We'll go with the NCEL Prem. Frickley 2, Silsden 3. Cody Cromack with a very late winner to sink Frickley's hearts. 214 there as well. Good crowd. Goal 1, Beverley 4. Bob. 226 good souls there, Bob. But
yeah, a good crowd. But Goul's never played Beverley before in the league. That was our first thing. So that was a first. But what I did but this is a little subplot. On the Monday, I sent a message to James Hogarth from the Humberside Sport.
Oh,
yes. Could he give a mention, because it's a East Yorkshire derby, you know. Derby. And he did on the Monday night, which was good on the sports programme. And then he got a message to me on late Monday night. Would I like to come and have a chat about it? So I had a quick chat on the Tuesday sports programme, BBC Sound. So you can get on BBC. I'm going to put this plug in. You can get on BBC Sounds Tuesday night, 40 minutes in, and you can hear my brief chat.
Was it good?
It was good, yes. But I was a bit worried in case next day he'd come back to me and ask me about the game. Because we lost 4-1.
Well, at least you plug in the club, and at least you plug in the NCEL. So well done, Bob.
That's what I wanted to do, you know. Because the only thing I didn't get in because I didn't get a chance. I wanted to give the podcast a plug, but I never got a chance.
Well, there you go. It's a bit like what you were supposed to be doing last week, but you didn't get a chance. Can you remember?
I got cut off, but I got my final sentence in.
You did.
Just in time. You know,
well done, mate. Well done. Right.
But just
go back to your game, yeah.
Harry Spooner, he scored for us. We went 1-0 up and thought, going to be a good night. But Beverley got an equaliser and went 2-1 up at half time.
Yeah.
And then the second half, well, really, Beverley were the better team on the night and got 2 more goals. I mean, the third one, our defence was lacking. It wasn't there. And then made it 4-1. And, good win for Beverley. But
what did you think of Beverley, Bob?
Oh, they're a good team. I can see that they're now getting to grips with the league.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a bit of a quiet start, you could say, but the win on the Vars on Saturday. Now they've beaten us 4-1. So it's looking brighter there. I just thought we can start looking brighter. My team can start looking brighter soon. You know.
I think Gould will. So. What a great crowd at Hallam, 445 on a Tuesday night in Sheffield, beating Rossington 4-1. That don't look good for us, Richard. We've got to go there Tuesday night, haven't we? So
tough one.
Be a tough one. And where we were, Richard, at Mance Lane. What a long journey, made even more longer with the A63 closed. So, I mean, you got home before me, but back at 11:30 at night. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But hey-ho. But they've been messing about with the A63 for the last 2 or 3 years, haven't they? When's that bridge going to be finished in Gould?
Oh,
it will be.
Yeah. Is that another one, Bob? Don't get you started.
Well, they said it was going to be finished about 18 months ago, but then they keep finding more. And so, as somebody said, they could have built a new bridge by the time they've done this, really.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. But there you go. Anyway, That's for another day. Well, Knaresborough won, Barton Town won. It was a game of two penalties, wasn't it, really, Richard?
It was, yeah.
Definitely a clear-cut penalty for Barton. It was a push in the box, wasn't it? And then Knaresborough's penalty. What was it, in the 90th minute?
Well, yeah, it was in stoppage time, wasn't it? I think.
Stoppage time. What did you think, Rich? I mean, I'm so biased; it's terrible, but I thought it was bolted
I
out.
didn't think it was on the time, and having watched it on the VO, it definitely isn't.
Oh right.
It comes across it. The lad's actually trying to get his arm out of the way of it, and it just slightly clips his arm.
Yeah.
It doesn't take any pace off the ball. It doesn't change any direction. It drops to a striker in front of goal who has it saved.
Yeah.
But if that's a penalty, then there's no hope for us.
No,
No attempt whatsoever to put his hand to the ball or anything.
Yeah, I thought it was very, very harsh because they played ever so well, Barton, didn't they, on the night? Really well. They sort of quelled everything Knaresborough threw at them, which they didn't throw a great deal at them, did they? There was one good save in the second half from James Hitchcock. Their keeper, as Bob always says, their keeper was man of the match, wasn't he? And he was man of the match.
Yeah, he looks a good goalkeeper.
Tommy Brown. What a great keeper he was.
Yeah.
Just remind us to send him the video footage for his scrapbook.
Yes.
Well, it was. I mean, that's the best I've seen Barton Town play at Knaresborough. So I've been going six years there, and I've not seen us win yet. And with decisions like that, we never will win. But
no, never get anything there. Never be a win there.
And to be fair, I'm not bashing the referee. To be fair, he was a good referee.
Yeah, I thought he had a good game. Young lad, wasn't he? I thought
young
he had
lad.
a good game.
He did. He booked people when they needed booking. He did what a lot of referees don't do. He stamped it out early on, didn't he?
Yeah.
But it's just the penalty I was a little bit disappointed with, really. But nobody can be perfect. So anyway, that's enough about Barton Town. Tadcaster 2, Parkgate 3. That's 6 points in 2 games for Parkgate. So they really are going well, aren't they?
Yeah. Did you see who scored 2 goals for them?
Was it Ross Duggan?
Ross Duggan. Yeah.
Well, Ross is on fire. A good player, Ross. He just gets in the right, everywhere in the right place. Right, I just want to go off track a little bit, and congratulations to our own Adam, Mr. Rossington Gittings, for his nomination for video content in non-league football. I mean, he, along with a lot of others, do the best to put our game on the map, don't they? So well done, Adam, and I hope you win. It's down to the 10, isn't it? And he's going down to Tottenham Hotspur, isn't he? The White Hart Lane to he'll have to buy a new suit.
Have you voted for him? I voted for him this evening because he sent him. Listen, I think it's on Facebook.
I'll vote for him. I might even buy him Don Revy's lucky blue suit. So well done, Adam, and we'll all vote for you, mate. Don't you worry about that. So going on to Division 1 again, it was a busy night there, wasn't it? Harrogate Railway 1, Athersley 2, so Athersley back on it. Horbury 3, Armthorpe 1. The train kept a rolling at Horbury. Swallownest 1, Selby 3. Another 184 there at the Swal Zero, so they're really getting behind the team, aren't they? But a good win for Selby on the road. Wombwell 5, Maltby 1. Another train there at Wombwell. 187 there again. Another good crowd for a Tuesday night. And this is another result there. I know they lost, but Yorkshire Amateurs 2, Durnan District 3. 2 very late goals to win it, though, wasn't there?
There certainly was, yeah.
So, and I mean, we've seen Durnan District, Richard, and we think they're a decent outfit, don't we?
Yeah, and they've added Liam King since we saw them as well. So
yes, your good friend.
Having a real good crack at it.
They are, aren't they? Old Kingy. They never missed a penalty at Ferriby, did he, Richard?
No, great penalty taker.
Yeah, there you go. As you would say, Richard, as you've said many times before, you could bet your mortgage on him.
Yeah.
So there you go. Wednesday night, then. Let's go on to Wednesday night. Premiership, Campion 1, Penistone 3. Oh, dear me. Campion. The wheels have dropped off there a little bit. But Penistone, you know, doing really well out there. I know they got knocked out of the cup on the Saturday, but it was twice nightly old Kitely, wasn't it? Double bubble.
Yeah.
He's got a couple. He's always on the score sheet, is Nathan. Evergreen, good player. Handsworth 1, Eccleshill 2. What a difference a week. What a difference a week makes. Get thumped 8-1 at Knaresborough and then win 2-1 at Handsworth.
Yeah, remarkable.
Well, I was chatting to a guy from Knaresborough and he said it wasn't an 8-1 game. They scored 4 really late goals, did Knaresborough, but Eccleshill back on the horse, 2-1 at Handsworth. And my good friends at Winton, they're not really sort of getting to grips with it at the moment. They lost 2-0 to Albion, didn't they? So they're struggling a bit, but we've said this before, haven't we, Richard? They won't be struggling on Saturday, will they? They'll pick the game up, and there'll be 1 or 2 who will have man of the match performances, won't they, Rich?
Certainly will. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the big game for us, isn't it? The big Lincolnshire derby, Barton Town versus Winton. That'll be a big one. So let's have a look at the tables. I know you'll have your tables there, Bob, but we have a look at the Division 1 table because it's shaping up nice. Most teams have played maybe 10, 11 games. Some have got 8, of course. So it's Horbury at the top from Durnan District. Horbury, 28 points. Durnan District, 27 points. Wombwell, 26 points. But they've played 2 games less, haven't they, than Durnan District?
So it's very tight, them top 3, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you've got Athersley. They've got more points than they've probably got all last season. So they're having a really good go at it, Athersley, and I'm chuffed to bits for them. On 22. And Maltby Main from Muglet Lane, they're in 5th on 20 points. The only team that haven't lost a game in both leagues, who do you think it is?
Horbury.
No, Horbury.
You're going Horbury. It's Wombwell.
How is it?
Horbury have lost 1 away. Durnan District have lost 1 at home. Wombwell haven't. Athersley's lost 3. And Maltby's lost 2 away. So Wombwell, only team in both leagues. I could be wrong, but I think I am right there. So, bottom for the Division 1. Yorkshire Amateurs are struggling out. They played 10, got 3 points. Appleby Frod, they're not getting to grips with the league yet. 12 games, 4 points. And Wasborough, 8 games and 4 points. I think Wasborough could pull away there. But Yorkshire Amateurs, could they be turning a corner, I ask myself? There might be. So if we go to the Prem, you got Penistone at the top. Played 11, 25 points. Thackley, only played 9 games, 19 points. So if Thackley win their games in hand, they could be right up there, couldn't they?
Yeah, having beaten Hallam as well, it shows they're going to be right up there, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, they played well last season. So if they can stick it, I think they'll do well. Golka played 18 points. Dilsden played 10, 18 points. Hallam played 9 and 17 points. And Albion played 10 and 16 points. So it's all the usual runners and riders up there, isn't it? I don't think there's any... Would you say there's any team there that you might not have thought was going to be up there?
No, not really. No, not really.
No, I don't. Richard?
No, I don't think so. I think it's what you'd expect. I think I certainly fancy Penistone to get over the line this season.
Yeah. You've said that from day one, yeah. What about you, Bob? Who do you think... who did you say was going to go all the way?
Well, I think Penistone, I agree with Richard. I mean, there's still... 25 points from 11 games, that's a good ratio, isn't it?
Yeah. They're unbeaten at home.
But Golka only played 8 games, 18 points.
Yeah.
I mean, if they was to win all the remaining games, there'd be 2 points in front of Penistone.
Yeah, another team unbeaten at home, lost 2 away, Golka. So if we look at I have to do this, Bob, I'm ever so sorry, but if we look at the bottom, Goal 9 games, 4 points. It's what you said. it's your goals against, isn't it?
Yeah.
24.
Minus 24. I mean,
Yeah, it's like
we,
you
we,
say.
need, we need to tighten the defence.
Yeah,
Well, we need to, overall, we need to play better.
yeah. Well, if you could play like you played against us, you'd be all right.
Yeah. I just hope, because our chairman after the match on Tuesday was very down with our, which would
Yeah.
expect. We all were, as volunteers and
Well, yeah.
supporters,
Yeah, definitely. Nobody likes to lose. You like a win, or you like to play well. So Winterton down there, surprisingly, 19th place. Played 9, got 6 points, minus 16. So Winterton, a really young team with 1 or 2, but they've got 1 or 2 old heads in there, haven't they, Richard? Who can guide the lads. So I don't know what the problem is at Winterton. I don't think they can score. But as I say, they'll definitely raise the game on Saturday. They always do. Says a bitter man here who's seen us lose many times to Winterton. So I think we're due one. And 18, and Bottisford, they've seemed to have stalled a little bit after a really good start. They've played 8 and 7 points, minus 8. But those 3 teams at the bottom, I mean, Gould, Winterton have only played 9 games and Bottisford have only played 8 games. So you're like a couple of games behind, really, aren't they?
Mm.
Your team's unbeaten at home. We've got 8 teams unbeaten at home. Penistone, Golker, Albion, Barton Town, Silsden, Hallam, Pickering and Rossington. And we've got 1 team who have been unbeaten away. Now, they've not played that many, but it's Handsworth. So well done. Division 1 teams, unbeaten at home. You've got 3 teams, Horbury, Wombwell and Maltby. And teams unbeaten away, you just got the 2, Dernan District and Wombwell. So as we've said before, Wombwell are unbeaten home and away. So well done. So what we'll do is we'll go on to our we like to travel around the grounds. Now, Bob, you were at home for both of your games, so you've not been anywhere this week.
No.
And where are you? Are you at home again this Saturday?
No, away to Bottisford. So that's a big game for both teams.
Bottisford. So what we're going to do, if if Si's unavailable or he's not been away, we'll have a ground of the week. We'll have Bottisford. So I want you to give me your thoughts on Bottisford's ground for next week.
I'll do that. Yes, definitely.
Should be good because it's a nice ground.
It is tidy ground. Yeah.
It's very tidy. So the ground of the week for us. Now we travelled up to Knaresborough on Tuesday night, and to say it's not a happy hunting ground for the Swans is an understatement, isn't it, Richard?
Certainly is. Yeah. Yeah.
As I said before, my record is 6 visits, no win, 2 draws and 4 losses. So that's not good. But the ground itself, it really looked superb on Tuesday night, didn't it, Rich?
It did, yeah. It's in great condition.
Nice, yeah. Easy to find the ground as well.
Yeah.
Decent food there, although you didn't partake, Richard, I did. Some lovely sandwiches, I must admit, at half time. Nice clubhouse and bar. Hospitality is second to none. Really knowledgeable and friendly volunteers as well. And we thought we'd seen Eddie Gray, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
But it wasn't Eddie Gray, it was a lookalike. he was a spitting image of Eddie Gray, wasn't
he? It was, yeah.
So, the pitch was in good nick. They've got a small stand at one side, haven't they, Richard? And they've got like a terrace where we stand under at one end, the car park end, and you can get behind the goal at the far end now, so that's quite good. So, and the usual fare down where the dugouts are, it's all open standing. So it's not a bad ground, is it, Rich?
That's good ground, yeah.
Like it.
Yeah. It's be a nice place to go if the results there were all right.
I know it would, boys. It never is. I said to Simon Park last season, I said, I bet you wish you played us every week. We just can't beat you. Yeah. So he had a chuckle at that. But anyway, team of the week. So we all choose a team of the week. So I'm going to come to you, Bob. I'm going to come to you last, Bob, because you might have one up your sleeve. Richard, what was your team of the week, performance of the week?
Oh, I saw undernard a few. There's obviously Yorkshire Amateur. I think if Harrogate hadn't got beaten midweek, I would have gone for them.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for Wombwell with 2 wins this week.
Wombwell with 2 wins this week. Yeah, they're really doing well. So let's Wombwell for Richard. Right, I'm going to go. I'm a bit boring, but I'm going to go Yorkshire Amateurs beating Newcastle Benfield. I thought that was such a good result for Yorkshire Amateurs, and they nearly backed it up with a good, either a draw or a win over Durham District. Just 2 late goals stopped them. So Yorkshire Amateurs for me by beating Newcastle Benfield. So Bob, over to you.
Well, I'm going to agree with Richard. I'm going to go for Wombwell.
All right.
They had a good win in the Vars.
Yeah.
And then they beat Mortby Main, because Mortby's been playing well, to beat Mortby 5-1 on the other night, and it moved them into 3rd position. And then when you've said, Aaron, that they're unbeaten this season so far, but they are marked in for the week, because they've moved into 3rd position now. And with that game in hand, if they won it, they'd be top of the Division 1. They'd be 1 point in front of Albury.
Yeah. So, well, good shout. So, it's Wombwell for the boys and Yorkshire Amateurs for me. So all the teams, well done. But I'm just going to throw this one out. I always throw a question out, and I chat with Richard on Tuesday night about this. Players who play wearing glasses. Can you think of anybody in the league or the league's gone that actually played wearing glasses?
I can't.
All the players you've seen, Bob.
I could never cricketer. Geoffrey Boycott used to play glasses for cricket, but football.
Yeah.
No. See, now in the modern age, they all play contact lenses. You know.
Yeah. I mean, Edgar Davids used to have glasses, didn't he?
Yeah. It'd probably be black and white football with glasses, wouldn't it? That far back now.
Yeah, it was. Well, there was a Belgian called Jeff Juro, or Jeff Juro. I can never remember his name, and he used to look a little bit like the guy off Carry On. What was he called? With little glasses on. I can't remember his name. Charles Autry. Well done, Richard. Yeah, he used to look like him. I think it was in the 50s. I think Jeff Juro or something. He was Belgian. Well, I can think. Yes,
there was a guy. He played in Premier League, then he went to manage Barnet, little fella. He used to wear dark glasses, didn't he?
Edgar Davids, I just said that 5 minutes ago. Yes.
The only one I've seen in this league is the Grimsby Borough goalkeeper.
Oh, Liam Higton.
Yes.
Yeah, he wears glasses. And there's a little fact about Igor. He's a very good keeper, but he's also just as good outfield as well. So he's played outfield for Cleethorpes before. They're really good. He's just one of them. He's a bit like Roy Castle used to be. Everything he does, he's good at. You get them people, don't you? You get them people in life. No matter what they do, they're always good, and you can't dislike them because they're just nice people. There was a lad, and I can't remember his name. Played for Hall Road Rangers about 5 or 6 seasons ago. I think Alex somebody. He used to have normal glasses on and just run around. Real good player, give it everything. And I can't remember his name, but you just don't see it very, very often, do you? With glasses.
I would imagine FA regulations. You won't be able to play with glasses nowadays.
Well, no, you wouldn't, would you? Can you take them off? No, I can't see. No. But you can get sports glasses. I mean, for me sins, I used to referee. I used to do the futsal indoors with a weighted ball, and used to get a lot of young lads with the sports glasses on. They're like all plasticky ones.
All right, yeah.
With a band round them at the back. So, but yeah, I just thought I'd throw that one in. It's just something you don't often see, is it?
Oh no, absolutely.
That's it for this edition. If you've got any news for the podcast or you'd like to appear on the podcast, please email ncelpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.